What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I wanted to formally welcome Steven Crowder back to the internet after a couple of months off, finding a new home, and that home ended up being a little place called Rumble. And you might be asking yourself, why is this so important? Rumble is a thing that most people in the center or center-right sphere of content creation has known about or have known about for a very long time. And that's true. Except now, the game is different. The game has changed. And through the effort of, obviously, the team over at Rumble, as well as Steven Crowder, people like Dan Bongino, Russell Brand, and other gets, the platform has actually surpassed YouTube for many conservative content creators. And not just surpassed it, but gone so far as to show that it is an absolutely viable, not alternative, viable home to content creators. And I don't think I can underestimate just how, or undersell, just how important this is for content creators. Because while there are many things that need to be improved on Rumble, there are many things that are constantly improving. The world is not long for anyone who goes against the grain on YouTube. And if there is not a viable alternative, a place to go for people who are unwilling to continue to take on all these variously wildly changing rules, I mean, I would expect the next big exodus from YouTube will be like the 2A and Pew Pew YouTubers. The rules are ever changing on YouTube in terms of just using certain tools, we'll say, to keep yourself safe. And the things that you can show, the things that you can't show seem to change overnight and with no notice. They're getting strikes, they're getting demonetized. Rumble actually is paying out earnings to creators. They have advertisers. I mean, Coffee Brand Coffee even advertises there. And there's a lot more that was revealed today in some of the numbers that were shared that prove that Steven Crowder's bet on Rumble will be the tide that helps raise all boats for all content creators. I want to share why betting on an alt tech platform as opposed to hosting his own content is actually extraordinarily beneficial to all content creators just by looking at some of the viewership. If we look at yesterday's stream, his big I'm back stream, okay, telling everyone about Mug Club's return, 607,000 views on YouTube, which is, just to put that in perspective, his return stream on YouTube had 200,000 additional viewers than his average viewership, in the months before. Or if you look at kind of, it would depend on obviously the topic, but 700,000 or 800,000 was not wild. So I would say, okay, 600,000, slightly lower than normal, but still an extraordinarily big audience over on YouTube. Until you look at this. His stream on Rumble has 2.03 million views. 2.03 million total views with concurrent viewers close to 200,000 that I saw multiple times. Today's stream from 3 hours ago already has 944,000 views, where on YouTube it has 109,000. Now, the views are generally a little delayed when a live stream goes out, but this is just the beginning. If you look at some of the tweets about this yesterday, Rumble tweeted, Crowder just surpassed 100,000 live concurrent viewers on his opening show with Rumble. In fact, some people said there's somewhere around 120 or 150, 160,000. Here's 160,000. It's insane. The interesting thing is, yes, bro's at 175,000 at this point, so close to 200,000, I suppose, at one point. But this isn't the only thing that's trending on Rumble. See, there are other plays that Rumble has made. And again, if you're a content creator, there are a lot of people are saying, oh, well, yeah, it's easy for Crowder to do that. And that's a fair criticism to make. But there are eyeballs here for the taking. If you look here, they have gaming. The thing is, the reality of Rumble right now is gaming content, knitting content, stuff like this is not, killing it on the platform. But that's not exactly, it's not like they don't want it to. It's just that the big creators that moved over are all political commentators. If we look at, Russell Brand's channel, if we look at a lot of these channels on the homepage, what's really happening is a lot of these are going, getting huge numbers in the live category. In fact, Rumble's Power Slap stuff, you can see Steve Will Do It video has crossed 1.1 million views and is trending #1 worldwide. And this is a video that says, about losing $500,000 with Dana White at a casino. Yeah, well, I can imagine that's probably an interesting one. Almost 200,000 viewers on that. If you look at, this isn't just a Steven Crowder thing. You can see their CEO, Chris Pavlovsky. Power Slap broke 100,000 live viewers, charting into one of the larger streams Rumble has ever seen. I also think it's the largest stream on the internet right now. Many didn't see that coming. Dana White did. Now, I don't know, 125,000 for Power Slap. I don't know. I think Power Slap's like a CTE manufacturing machine, but some people like to watch it. And if the people that are participating in it, they enjoy it, then I've got literally nothing to say about it. But it's not just that. It's the picture. This is just so much bigger than just Crowder's success. By the way, let's just see. I think I'm going to tune in to see what Steven Crowder had to say here. Hold on a second.
If you drink coffee, you're a racist, and that's because coffee has its roots, according to AFRU. As far as I know, this is not an acronym. Colonialism. It's rooted in colonialism, with AFRU very confidently stating, the global coffee company was created through colonialism, the white supremacist system under which European countries invaded, subjugated, and exploited the countries of black and brown people. Now, I know that sounds absurd, though we should have seen the writing on the wall with the original iteration. Max Schmelinghaus, that was one that should have, that's on us, that we missed it, but the exception does not prove the rule. If you're listening on audio, that makes no sense. Now, if you drink specialty coffee, you're an even bigger racist. See, here's the thing. We could find common ground, because if you drink specialty coffee, you're a hipster and everyone wants to beat your ass. But in this case, they try and say you're a racist. Well,
you don't need to be racist to be shunned from community.
Yeah, and I do drink specialty coffee.
Oh.
Yeah, I get a coffee company coffee from Jeremy. Don't. Yeah, it's great stuff. So
that's right. Steven Crowder just endorsed my coffee. That's right. Coffeebrandcoffee.com. I would absolutely love if you tried it out. You can get your coffee with or without racism. Just let me know in the checkout. But that was a shout out today, so I wanted to thank Steven for that. We're right here, based right here in the United States. We roast our own coffee. We have more than a dozen. Actually, we have 15 different organic teas too, including some detox teas that we just rolled out today. We have everything from your light roast, dark roast, to flavored blueberry cobbler, hazelnut churro, French toast, salted caramel. We even have decaf, cold brew, double calf. We have our coffee club and so much more. K-Cups. I'm sure that Steven Crowder would absolutely love it if you tried out Coffee Brand Coffee. I mean, hey, it's the coffee he drinks, right? And I would really greatly appreciate if you tried us out. Promo code The Quartering. Like I said, if you don't like coffee, we have 15 different teas now, including these brand new Detox Organic, the Relax Blend, and the Licorice Organic, which are brand new to our lineup today. So if you're a tea head, check that out. My point is, when you look at the views, and by the way, thank you everyone who already does support it, but also thank you if you consider trying it out today. It supports the channel. It's extremely important. What this all means is a viable alternative is so close. We've never, as you know, I've promoted for a long time all these alt tech platforms, right? BitChute, Odyssey, Rumble, VidMe was one for a while. There's been a million of these like fly-by-night creators or platforms for video. But now we have, Rumble with Power Slap. We have Rusty Rockets now, Russell Brand having the first pay-per-view comedy special available on Rumble only. Comedian Russell Brand is pushing back against corporate media by launching Rumble's first pay-per-view comedy special titled Brandemic. Brand touts the special as more than a comedy show. The comedy special launched on Rumble's subscription-based platform Locals on Monday before becoming available for a pay-per-view option on Wednesday. Rumble is the natural home for my new comedy special, Brandemic, Brand said. According to a report, ask yourself, could this be special on the mainstream media? And did it originate from a lab or a market? And this is, of course, his hilarious, quick-witted approach to controversial topics is what makes him a top podcaster on Rumble and Locals, Rumble chairman and CEO Chris Pavlovsky said. So you've got Russell Brand promoting it. You've got a national commercial airing. I mean, this is the time, if you're a content creator, you have this commercial coming from Russell Brand.
Don't assume that free speech means the right to freely hurt people's feelings. Why would you use free speech to hurt someone when we can use free speech to bring people together? This is a time for true unity. What if free speech revealed that we are more united than they'd ever dare imagine? It's time to break free. Rumble.
Yeah? So they push their app, they push their, obviously, the free speech messaging. I'm working with Rumble right now on a pretty big project, which I had hoped I could tell you all about in early April, but it's probably going to be mid-April at this point, given I've been kind of sick this week and it's hard to get that extra 5 hours of work in, getting that done. But what Crowder has proved now is he's been able to have an even larger audience over on Rumble than he does have on Louder with Crowder. And some of the memberships, the numbers, I feel like exactly somewhere they were shared. Somewhere like 60, 70,000 people had signed up already to be in his paid mug club thing. I thought I saw that somewhere on the internet. This is great. This is a great move because it really does help all creators. And by the way, you know, shout out Daily Wire's on there too. Daily Wire's producing their content on Rumble as well. I'm hoping that in 2023, I can finally have a Rumble exclusive show, that I'm working with Steven on, I'm working with Rumble on. But this is what it takes to actually have viable alternatives. These platforms can't just continue to exist of just only the dregs and people that have been banned everywhere else. They need people to take a risk and to jump onto their platform. And that's what he did. And it seems to be working out quite well for him. So congratulations to Steven Crowder, Russell Brand, Rumble, and independent content creators and fans of free speech everywhere. Don't forget to check out, the link will be in the description, coffeebrandcoffee.com. I would absolutely, Steven Crowder loves it. So I would absolutely love if you gave it a try. It's available in ground and whole bean. Give us a try today. I guarantee you'll love it, and we'll talk to you again real soon.